Okay, Dick Myers, here's your update on Razzmatazz. Let me show you what we're working on uh, with this girl. Talk about plans and kind of what I'm envisioning. Make sure we're all on the same page. Again, same stuff's been going on as with Winona. It's been cold, frozen, snowy outside, so we've been stuck indoors. Training's been going on inside, and so we've been working on mechanics, kind of trying to freshen up those mechanics and maybe teach a little new idea. So what I'm envisioning for Taz, unless you tell me otherwise, is she's going to be here for a little while until she goes into heat, in which case we will breed her to Tycho. I know that's obviously priority number one. We are going to keep training. And then my plan is, you never know when the dog's going to go into heat. So she may go into heat, tomorrow. She may go into heat in June. Who knows? Um, but there's a couple of tests that are happening in May where we could run her in seasoned, if that's a possibility. You can. Um, you can run a dog if she's pregnant. So if she goes into heat, say in April, and we breed her, and you want to leave her until you pick up Winona, we might be able to run her in seasoned as well. So my plan is we're gonna prep Taz to be ready to run seasoned, um, just in case we actually can. Obviously, if she's, several weeks pregnant, or she's starting to show a belly, probably don't want to risk any kind of injury or something at a test. But anyway, it's just something to think of. I'm going to move forward as if we're planning to run the dog, because eventually I assume we will. So one of the drills that I want to teach Taz when we get back out to the yard, she's done the basic tee, she's done force to pile, we've done all that stuff. But one of the drills I want to work with her on is called wagon wheel. Wagon wheel is where you place the dog in a center spot, and then you plant bumpers around her, and the dog runs lines to the different bumpers like a wagon wheel. Well, can't quite do wagon wheel indoors, but I can do a quarter of a wheel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you kind of the basics of this little drill, and this really helps us teach the dog to cue off of us to line in a direction. 99% of running a blind, whether it's seasoned, senior, master, grand, whatever, 99% of that blind is won and lost at the line. It all is about what happens right here. And this is how we teach this concept. Heel, sit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bumper right here straight in front of us, and then one over here, and then one over here, and then one over here. So we're kind of going at an arc, if you will. Um, and so we have four bumpers here in front of us. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell Taz which one of these four to pick up, because obviously Taz wants to pick up all of them. And if you look at her head is swinging around. She's doing this. She's on a pivot. And so she's asking me. That movement is, which way am I going, boss? Which way am I going? What are we doing here? Because she knows there's different directions to go. She's asking me for direction. So what I'm going to do, the easiest way to do this is to use my body to take away three of the options. So the way that I do that is, because she's on my left side, I'm going to send her to the far left first by taking a step right here, heel. Good. And completely blocking off. There you go. She's wanting to look at the third one, and I don't want her to take that one. No, heel. I want her to go for number 4. So I'm going to keep pushing her. There you go. Nope, nope. Right there. Good. Back. Here. And she switched, but that's okay. Really what I care about on this drill is that she's going where I want. Give. Heel. So now we're going to go to number 3. Back. Heel. Sit. We're going to go to number 2. Sit. And I'm using my body to block where I want her to not go. Back. Good girl. Here. Back. Okay, so that little drill is to help her understand how we want her to cue off of me. Now, if I set a couple out here, we're going to do this a little bit more, the harder version. Try to put this on camera so you can actually see this thing. How far up do I have to come so you can see this? Like right about there, and then right about here. Okay, so these are about 90 degrees apart. So the easy version would be for me to stand like this and aim her at that one. She understands that. But now I want to come this way. So I'm using the heel motion to bring her over. She's locked in on this direction. No. Good. Back. So when she's looking that here, when she's looking that direction, give. I am giving her the verbal yes or good dog. Back. So that she knows where to go. And if she looks the wrong direction, we can tell her no. Give. So when you're running a blind, you can talk to the dog. You're communicating, you're telling the dog, hey, there's a bird out here. You need to pay attention to me and swing with me. Because if we get her aimed in the right direction, we know she's going to get out there. But it's what we call that initial line. That first 10 yards off the line makes all the difference in terms of getting them to the bird or them ending off the wrong direction. So this little wagon wheel drill is something where we've been working on inside. Looks like this week we're going to be probably up in the 60s, so we'll probably start taking this outside. It's going to take a little while for everything to thaw and dry out. It's going to be muddy. But soon we'll be doing these drills outside. And then, of course, obviously, we stretch out the distance, right? So we can take it much farther apart. But anyway, Taz, looking good.